adoring divinity. What? Am I the first Cupid you've seen in true form or something? Well, judging by the staining on my hand, I'm inclined to say no, I'm not okay. Fuck. How hard did he hit me? Oh, me? No, I'm perfectly fine. I will be, at least, just as soon as I can assess myself. Oh, adoring divinity. Since when did humans have that much force with their hands? Okay, perhaps I am in need of some assistance. I don't suppose you know of any quiet spots away from prying eyes close by. Are you certain you're comfortable inviting a stranger into your home on a whim like this? Healthy curiosity, huh? Well, I suppose I should be thankful you aren't stagnant. Resolves the proverbial headache I would have had to deal with otherwise. Careful where your hands go, please. There's no need to apologize. I understand you're only trying to help. I will keep my complaints to a minimum for now. I don't mind taking a presence on your floor. I wouldn't want to leave any unnecessary stains on your furniture. Well, that could be done on the floor just as easily as on your couch. At your command, then. I'll be fine. I need a moment to recollect myself so I can take care of these injuries. Yes, I'm quite familiar with healing magic. Given enough time, my body would repair itself, but I'm not exactly looking to writhe in pain for the amount of time that would take. As long as we're well fed, yes. Same as you, Fangs. You're a vampire, aren't you? Your field says as much, but your fangs also seem to protrude when you're in a panicked state. There's no need to feel embarrassed, I assure you. Oh, now then, if you wouldn't mind giving me a moment to take care of some of these, I'll be out of your hair shortly. I'm fairly certain, yes. I can handle this on my own. It's not the first time I've had to. Only the first time I've been offered a quiet place inside to take care of it. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Am I to assume you'll be my watchful live audience? Fair enough, I suppose. Fuck, my leg was killing me. Let's take a look at this wrist. I figured as much. Most humans have the same expression when they see a Cupid for the first time. That's assuming we're not in our human forms. What you know as demons are merely Cupids with a certain physical aesthetic. I'd argue, myself included. If I remember correctly, many human myths and such would see this tail and set of horns and assume I must be a devil. I didn't take it as an insult, Fangs. Cupid's form being regarded as demonic, angelic, or anywhere in between has no effect on the efficacy of what we do. Even the most forward of Amorites know how to make their appearances work for them, but I digress. I'm lifting my shirt up so I can examine what's going on over here. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck that. That is a lot deeper than I realized. What was I thinking? Yeah, I need help getting a better look at this first. Just hold up my shirt like this. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. I'll wait for the minor abrasions to heal on their own to preserve some of my energy. I enlisted your help to heal myself. I've since taken care of that, so I don't see a reason for me to stay. You seem disappointed. Is it that you wanted something in return? I can't offer my blood to you, but... No. Perhaps then you're looking to hold this inadvertent favor over my head until you can redeem it down the line? Then, what is it that upsets you about me leaving? It can't be concerns with my physical well-being. After all, you watched me take care of my injuries firsthand. So, what troubles you? Then, it's company you desire, yes? You're the one who stated that it felt like my departure was premature. If anything, I should be the one asking you in what way you'd like me to stay. Someone to talk to. I suppose I could spare a few more minutes. I warn you, I have been told by other Cupids that I'm not much of an entertaining conversationalist. I may be a bit disappointing in that regard, though I ask that you don't hold that against me. Such refreshing warmth from a stranger. I appreciate that. What is it? Not at all. Please do whatever it is you'd like to while we talk. Some of the best conversations aren't face to face. Could I ask you something? Why is it that you were out at this time of night? It's not necessarily surprising to see a vampire roaming the streets under the cloak of darkness, but something more specific would satiate my curiosity. And your friend, are they also of the night? Sorry, let me rephrase. Is your friend also a vampire? I just assumed they would be given how late, or rather early, it is. From your dynasty even. How intriguing. What about me, Fangs? I'm not sure my answer would be very good. Well, based on this brief time I've spoken with you, it seems as though your knowledge of Cupids is minimal at best. If I were to explain what I was up to, it could very well go over your head entirely. I suppose I could try. If I need to simplify further, interrupt me. I mean that sincerely. Are you familiar with the different classifications of Cupids? The classifications of Cupids I fall under are called Copulids. Most Cupids feed on affectionate desires, feelings of care and warm wishes directed from one being to another. These desires can manifest differently depending on the nature of a relationship, thus affecting each Cupid differently. A Copulid is a Cupid that is most affected by familial feelings, the unbridled joy from a parent seeing their child for the first time, siblings reunited after years apart, even simply wishing someone you consider family well. Not exclusively, but yes, those are the affectionate desires that I prefer to seek out. Compared to the other classifications, it can be rather difficult to find these kinds of emotions. They're also not a kind of emotion easily created, especially not on a whim. Most Copulids circumvent this by feeding on other desires instead, but I've been known to challenge myself in the past, and my attempt to feed today went a bit awry. I had been trailing a pair after they passed by me earlier in the evening. It would have been easier to simply replenish my energy and leave, but something about their emotions struck me as concerning. From what little I overheard, I pieced together that they were brothers and that one was particularly aggressive, let's say. Their fields were stagnant, and after a while I thought maybe I had been apprehensive, assuming the worst. But an argument began and escalated between the two of them, quickly becoming physical. I switched out of this form into one that was visible to them, and I attempted to break up the fight. In my efforts to protect the other brother, I was blindsided by a hostile onslaught. I was unaware that he had a knife, but once it landed in my side, he had the upper hand. I managed to get away by switching back into my true form, vanishing before their eyes. I teleported myself away without a destination in mind, which is how I ended up in that pile of garbage, and the rest you're familiar with now. I'm sorry, that was a bit flippant for something so morbid. It's not the first time something like this has happened to me, and it won't be the last. To offset some of this suspended tension, I have another question for you. Are you fond of sunrises? There's no ploy. It's a simple question to get to know you. That yes sounds uncertain. So, given your nature, has it been a long time since you watched one in all its brilliance? That's a shame. As someone who is not of this realm, I'd argue that they are one of the most beautiful things this plane has to offer. Is it hard to believe that it's my favorite thing about this realm? Perhaps you think there is something worth cherishing instead? How intriguing. Perhaps I'll seek that out too. I think that note is the one I should leave you with. I'd rather your impression of me be one of grace and intrigue. It's been quite some time since anyone has regarded me in such a manner. You you fascinate me. I wasn't aware a human could do that. So, I'm fairly certain this will not be the last time you see me. Take care, Fangs. It was a pleasure crossing your path.